Hello everybody, it's Olivia from Dice Tarot. Today I'm doing a general reading for the masses. This is going to be for whatever energy pops up. I did go ahead and lay out the cards, and it's a very interesting reading, and it really does, to me, it seems to suit the situation that we're all kind of going through right now with the way the world is right now. It feels like we have somebody here that they're looking for happiness, and it's almost as if they've been hurt or maybe left behind or something, and perhaps something that was very emotional for them. Could have been a friendship, a love, or a job or something like that. But with the Magician next to this is somebody that says, I need to figure out, and I think it's love, to be honest, because we got the King of Cups down below. But it's almost as if this person is asking themselves and perhaps manifesting or praying, and they're asking themselves, what is it why do I not attract the right person, the right situation, whatever you want to include in that. But I feel like it's a person, and it seems to me like they're struggling. They don't really know how to socialize anymore. It's almost as if, with everything the way it's been, like I said, it's almost as if they've lost that ability. Maybe it's due to, what we're going through. But with the Moon card next to it, it almost feels like they want to hold this to be a secret. They're not ready yet to open up, because they want to find out what it is that they're doing wrong. And if you look at the last card here, the Knight of Swords, this is somebody here that they've come to some kind of conclusion that they are going to get rid of the way that they've been interacting with people, especially possibly in a love connection or romantic. And then, because now the next card here is the Nine of Wands, and this is also it talks about with the Nine of Wands, it's like somebody here always has had their guard up. And I think they're starting to realize that that's not how you approach people, because it comes off as harsh, and it might scare somebody that was meant for you, and it might make them back off because it's a little abrasive, it's a little overwhelming. And I see that in the Emperor. He's got so much power, and he wants to help and to give and to support, but it's like it's almost overwhelming energy. Because in the middle here, the Five of Wands, this is somebody that is taking out time to, it's almost like the Hermit card, it's almost like they're looking within themselves, trying to figure out what they've done and how they react, and they might be playing it back in their mind, and they're saying, oh my gosh, what I did was not the proper way to do it. And like I said, it's because socially we're being kept away from our friends and our families in some situations, with the way things are. But I think what has happened here is this person has realized that they believe that they need to, instead of being so abrasive and overpowering, maybe they've decided that what they have chosen is to become more loving when you approach others. Have your compassion for others, instead of just throwing out there what you need people to know about you and being a little abrasive. It's like, now I need to start learning how to listen to others and to pick up on their emotions, because this is somebody that's very intuitive, and they know how to do that. And then we have the Two of Swords, and it's almost like you're being tested here. Okay, now there's two choices here. You've got to make a true decision between this one or that one. And the way the card is sitting is almost as if you have to make a decision to continue the way you are and possibly block out people that were meant for you, or you can open yourself up and be more receiving instead of so giving. It's like somebody that gives too much. This person is learning how to receive. And that could have been what happened in this particular scenario when they're walking away from something that was emotionally unfulfilling. It could have been because this energy was brought in and the person got scared off a little bit, because this is a very powerful energy, overwhelming at times. But that's because that's what they're meant to be. This almost is like a Aries. It is a Aries. And this is Pisces. And down here we have Leo. So there's somebody here, they're going to have to really decide is which way is right for them. And maybe this Two of Swords could be saying, one time you can be this energy and another time you could be that energy. But make sure that whatever your approach, if this is for work, that would be a good one. If this is for emotional relationships and such, this would be a better energy. It's almost like you need to pick and choose which energy you're going to use at the time that it needs to be used. And with the Sun card in here, this is telling me that this is like the Sun card. It's like the whole reading is being blessed with sunlight, growth, illumination. And this is illuminating, which is the opposite of the moon. So somebody has figured it out, what they've been doing wrong. And I think it's very courageous. I think it's very noble for somebody to take the time to figure out what it is that they keep doing wrong. I think it's beautiful. And we'll clarify this and see. And then on the bottom of the deck, I always like to save that for you guys. Oh, Temperance. It's asking, Temperance is like saying, this is the right time to be doing this. So make your choice on wherever it is that you're at, whatever energy you need. Pick and choose which one you need when you go into whatever the situation is. In this one, I kind of feel like we're looking at somebody that was emotionally unfulfilled, which is the main theme for that reading, or for that card. Let's clarify. I'm going to clarify each card at least with one. If I need, I'll do two, something like that. Okay, for the Eight of Cups, the Magician. So the Magician is right next to it. So in other words, this could be the beginning of when they decided that I'm not doing something right, because I'm not attracting the right person, or either I'm attracting somebody I thought was good for me and it turned out bad. And this is where it came in that, yeah, this was a mind thought during this letting go process or walking away, and then finally they take the action to do it. The Magician card here. Yeah, there's the action right there. Yes, I figured it out. I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. You need to look within and figure out what exactly it is that you're doing that's not working. And this can be for anybody. And then the Moon. The King of Swords. The King of Swords, this is the energy of somebody that is very stern. They need to be that way in order to stick to a situation. And in this particular instance, I feel like somebody says, okay, I know now what I've done wrong and what I need to do. I'm going to stick to my guns, and this is the way it's going to be. I'm either going to use this energy or that energy, or whatever it is that the person is dealing with at the time. And then with the Knight of Swords, what is that about? Oh, the Ten of Swords in reverse. I didn't realize this card was in reverse. That might be the only one. But anyway, the Ten of Swords is telling us that what they've decided and what they've figured out on their own is they're not going to let this happen again. This is the end of always having to cut themselves off from a situation because it was emotionally unfulfilling. I think they're starting to see that they realize that it was their part too, not just the person they were dealing with. It takes two to tango. If you know that expression, it means it takes two people to get in good or bad relationships. It takes two. And then the Nine of Wands, this again I do believe is the person learned they were looking at the way that they approach relationships, and it wasn't good, because the Nine of Wands is definitely putting up a guard. Like, I'm going to put up this guard, and then I'm going to find out what they're like, and then I'll decide. And that's not really the right way to approach. I always say the Nine of Wands is the energy that we should always ask to be removed from us, because there's another wand that can protect you. This one is more for work and relationships. Oh my God. Now this one's a little different. This one's about how you handle other people and all the trophies on, all the battles that you've been through. This one is like saying almost the same thing, except I'm going to learn to not have as many wands, or I'm not going to be as strong on that Nine of Wands energy as I am now. The Seven of Wands talks about protecting yourself when you need to, because there's opposition coming at you and jabbing at you. That could be battles with people, work, family, whatever it is. And it also acts as an advocate. This is somebody that plays the advocate for other people that aren't able to stand up for themselves, which is really a sweet energy for this card. I like it either way. And then let's look at the King of Cups, or let's look at the Page of Wands. Yeah, options. This could be where they're looking for what, with the options that are out there, this will help me choose better instead of just choosing the first shiny thing that comes along. Maybe this person's been making the wrong choices. I think it's because of the way that they were portraying themselves. And look at this. The Moon in reverse. We got the Moon up here and we got the Moon in reverse. This is something being revealed, and I think it's this person finally realized that the way that they were presenting themselves, it was blocking the good people, or the good energies that he was looking for, the good choices. And now he's realized, because the Moon in reverse is understanding and seeing the clarity without all the fog and mist. It's like I can finally see clear now what I was doing wrong, which the choices I was making was not good for me. Oh, it's really sweet. It feels like a masculine. I'm just saying there because there's a lot of masculine energy here. It could be either one. When I look up at this top again, I'm gonna add this. This could just be for a few people, but remember the Eight of Cups, where this person's walking away looking for happiness? It's almost if this was something that's been pulling them back and making them lag in life and keeping them from moving forward. And the Knight of Swords would be finally coming to that conclusion that whoever that energy was, or whatever that energy is, it needs to be cut, it needs to be removed. And finally, whatever that situation was that was holding them back, it's done. With the Ten of Swords in reverse, it means completion. Over. Nice. Nice. And that could be just for a few, or it could be for a lot. The King of Cups here is, this is somebody that's definitely wanting to learn how to show love and if you are in the wrong energy when you're making a choice, if you don't feel that love internally within yourself and for yourself, or feel love for nature, or feel love for family, if you don't have that love in there to begin with, that's when you make poor choices. It's when we're in that love sense that we actually can make the right choices that resonate with our love. It's like our energy love is pulsating, and we're attracting somebody that's got that same love connection or feeling. The High Priestess, again, this is something that was been revealed. The High Priestess is one that she can bring the things that need to come down from heaven so that they can be spread on a person, a situation, whatever it is. Somebody has finally discovered that true love is what's going to really be the key to making better choices. That is so sweet. It's beautiful. And the Two of Swords. Let's see if we can find out for sure what that means. I think it's learning the ability to switch energies when need to. Don't always bring your work energy to it, to ask somebody out on a date, for instance. Three of Cups. The Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is talking about going out and learning how to socialize again. It's like you need to get out and you need to learn how to socialize, even if it's with strangers or people you know. In this particular sense, go out with friends that you know you can trust. And if you go to a bigger place where there's other people, so be it. Socialize. This is like a test. Somebody's putting themselves through a test. I think it's beautiful. But it's also, and remember, this is clarifying why the Two of Swords is here. It's like a reminder. Don't forget, this energy might be good in one situation at that place where you're at celebrating, but this one might be another energy that you need for something special. If you see somebody that, has that spark that you think would be for you, maybe a connection. Because the King of Cups does wear their emotions on their sleeves. They're very open. When I look at the King of Swords up here on the moon, again, it's almost like saying, God, I've been hiding myself. I've been hiding myself. And it's like the King of Swords is here, like I said, to put his foot down and say, no more hiding. You need to get out. You need to socialize. You need to learn what energy to use depending on the situation you're at. And let's clarify the Sun. The Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Maybe what has happened here is the relationships they were in the past. Maybe there was a lack of reciprocity, an unfairness, an unbalance between the people that this person was with. It was like he could feel that, or her, they could feel it like right away. But they stuck with it. And that's not really the right way to do it. So basically the Sun here is burning this energy off, and it's like saying, no, you need to find something that's going to be equally like you or balanced in some way that's more natural. Wow. Nice. Let's clarify Temperance. Again, this is saying, please stop. We're going to get this all balanced out for you. They got to tweak you and make everything work just right, remember. It's the angels. And then Temperance, they're saying stop right now because they don't want you to open up to any more relationships at this time. Because this is not accepting something, not accepting an offer, not accepting a new beginning. And it's because this energy of Temperance is asking you, please don't do anything just yet. Be patient, and this will be balanced. But right now is not the time. And especially if somebody's walking away from something from their past that they've been holding on for a long time, and now it's complete, it's over, it's been cut. So they need to learn how to clear this energy from the past so that they can start working on themselves. And this is going to take a little bit of time. It is. And then eventually, this is like, taking care of yourself, figuring it all out, learning what went wrong, and learning a lesson also. And then finally getting to the point where, okay, now it's time for me to step out and use this new energy. But they're asking you to please wait, just please wait, because there may be somebody that is right in front of you that could possibly be a soulmate, but because of your poor choices in your love connections, I think you've missed it. I think somebody has missed it. It could be either right in front of you, or it could be just right around the corner, or it could just be somewhere really close by, and they're working on that person too, perhaps. I think it's a beautiful reading. But please don't forget, have patience. And then on the bottom of the clarifying deck, we have the King of Cups again. Somebody is really learning. Oh, I think it's so sweet. Well, I hope whoever this is for, that it makes sense to you and it helps all of us, not just a few. This could be feminine or masculine. You know, with the way we've been hunkered down, we forget how to socialize, and now when we crack open the door, and it's like, oh my God, look at all that sunlight out there. You know, it's that kind of energy. It's time to change. I think there's a change coming for all of us. And I don't know why, but if the cards say it and they're asking you to have patience, maybe the patience is, maybe that opening up again for all of us is coming soon. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you next time. And until then, namaste. Bye-bye.